In our news headlines this afternoon, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has demanded an immediate reversal of the recent 50% tariff hike by telecommunication companies, warning of nationwide disruptions if their call is ignored. The Anambra State government has sealed a shrine at Okija, Ihiala local government area of the state, following multiple complaints from residents. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has uncovered and sealed a warehouse of 6 flats containing expired foreign drugs and supplements in the outskirts of Aba, the commercial hub of Abia State. And the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has warned candidates registering for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, and Direct Entry, DE, to avoid unauthorized registration centers, cautioning that patronizing such centers could result in the invalidation of their registration. Now, the details of the news. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has demanded an immediate reversal of the recent 50% tariff hike by telecommunication companies, warning of nationwide disruptions if their call is ignored. In a communique signed by the President of NLC, Joe Igbo, and General Secretary Emma Ubaja, following a meeting of the Congress Central Working Committee in Lokoja, the NLC accused the government of neglecting its duty to protect citizens from corporate exploitation, stressing that the tariff hike disproportionately affects low-income families who depend on telecom services for communication and information access. In protest, the NLC has called for a nationwide boycott of telecom services from major providers like MTN, Airtel, and Glo daily between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. starting February 13, that's today, until the end of the month. The NLC also urged workers to suspend the purchase of data from these companies, warning that it will initiate a total shutdown of telecom operations across Nigeria from March 1st if the tariffs are not rolled back by then. The Anambra State government, through the Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra or OCHA Brigade, has arrested 12 suspected illegal miners and sealed off sites at the bridgehead axis of Onitsha. Last year, the government banned illegal sand and other mining activities in the state to help avert negative effects on people, including loss of lives and property. Speaking to newsmen at the mining site, the managing director of OCHA Brigade, Mr. Celestin Anere, said the activities of the suspects amount to economic sabotage, threat to security, and constitute environmental hazard. During the operation, the agency also confiscated tippers owned by the operators who were caught mining sands from under the bridge. Authorities of the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, or UNIZIK, Awka, Anambra State, have commenced an investigation into a scuffle involving a lecturer in the Department of Theatre Arts of the institution and a student over a filmed social media content. A spokesman of the school, Njelita Louis, said the management of the institution, led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Joseph Ikechebelu, would impose the appropriate sanctions on any of the parties found culpable. In a viral video, a third-year student in the Department of History and International Studies, Godi Precious, was seen attacking a lecturer in the Department of Theatre Arts and Film Studies, Dr. Chukwudi Okoye, whom she accused of hitting her. The female student also allegedly beat the lecturer on the wrist and arm during the brawl. While the episode lasted, the lecturer was captured, maintaining his composure. In a statement, the institution said the incident, which has gained significant attention on social media, is being taken very seriously by the university authorities. The statement said the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Joseph Ikechebelu, has ordered a full-scale, transparent, and unbiased investigation into the matter. The Anambra State government has sealed a shrine at Okija, Ihiala local government area of the state, following multiple complaints from residents. The shrine, allegedly run by a self-proclaimed native doctor, Ekene Igbo, who promises unsuspecting individuals super wealth, was shut down as part of government crackdown on illegal spiritual operations. The special advisor to the government on community security, Ken Emeakaye, while leading operatives of Operation Udogachi to the shrine yesterday, said the move was in response to reports from locals. Emeakaye said Igbo business is illegal under the Anambra State homeland security laws, adding that properties linked to the operation have also been sealed. The director of operations for Agona Chamber Security Outfit, Chinenye Ihenko, warned youths against patronizing fake native doctors and pastors. Ihenko urged young people to pursue legitimate ventures to avoid falling foul of the law. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has uncovered and sealed a warehouse of 6 flats containing expired foreign drugs and supplements in the outskirts of Aba, the commercial hub of Abia State. The Southeast Zonal Coordinator of NAFDAC, Mr. Martins Iluyomade, confirmed the discovery after taking newsmen through the building packed full with expired products. The coordinator said that some of the products have shipment markings on their packs, showing that they came recently through Ikeja Airport in Lagos. Iluyomade said the owners of the buildings established a system of either buying expired products or receiving expired products from importers to repackage and sell to the public. He described the discovery as massive. He said he was speechless as he was made to enter one room after the other, all packed to the brim with expired products. The coordinator said that the agency could not yet quantify the volume of foreign expensive expired medicines in the place because the building is filled and work is still ongoing. Iluyomade continued, or rather confirmed, the arrest of some persons, including the wife of the suspect. In another development, the Nigeria Customs Service has destroyed 64 containers of illicit pharmaceuticals in Rivers State as part of efforts to combat the importation of illegal drugs. The destruction, which took place at the Riwama dump sites in Alu, was overseen by the Assistant Controller General of Customs for Enforcement, Inspection and Investigation, Timi Bomodi. According to Bomodi, the seized containers, each measuring 40 feet, were valued at billions of naira and had been shipped into Nigeria from various countries. Bomodi revealed that the containers were confiscated over time through the coordinated efforts of the Nigeria Customs Service, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. He emphasized that the illegal pharmaceuticals posed significant risks to public health and safety, as well as national security. He warned those involved in the business of smuggling illicit pharmaceuticals to desist from the illegal act or face the full weight of the law when caught. The remains of the slain lawmaker representing Onitsha North Constituency 1 in the Anambra State House of Assembly, late Justice Azoka, has been slated for burial on Saturday, 15th February in Onitsha North Local Government Area of the state. The Speaker of the House, Somtochukwu Udeze, who announced this at the resumption of plenary, said a valedictory session will be held in honor of the deceased on Friday, 14th February by 11 o'clock in the morning at the House of Assembly Complex, Oka. The lawmaker was kidnapped on 24th December 2024, after which his decomposing body was found along Second Niger Bridge, Onitsha, on Thursday, 6th February 2025. The National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has confirmed Sunday Ude Okoye as its National Secretary. In a statement by the PDP's National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, the party emphasized that the PDP respects the court's ruling on the matter. The statement also said the PDP will communicate its resolution to the Independent National Electoral Commissioner (INEC) and other relevant authorities to formalize Ude Okoye's position in line with the Court of Appeals directive. The Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, JUSUN, has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government to implement the new national minimum wage and other benefits or face an indefinite strike. This ultimatum was conveyed in a communique released yesterday after an emergency meeting held at the JUSUN Secretariat in Abuja. According to the communique, the 7-day ultimatum begins on Thursday, February 13, that's today, and ends on February 19, 2025. JUSUN warned that failure by the federal government to meet their demands within this time frame will result in an indefinite strike starting February 20, 2024. The union is demanding the full implementation of the new national minimum wage of 77,000 naira and other benefits for judicial workers. JUSUN has been at loggerheads with the federal government over the non-implementation of the new minimum wage for judicial workers, even though other public sector workers have begun receiving their revised wage. Jusin has urged the federal government to act swiftly to prevent a disruption of judicial activities nationwide. The House of Representatives Committee on Public Petitions has invited the Comptroller General of Nigeria Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, to appear before it on February 18, 2025 over the failure of some top officials of the service to leave the service after their due retirement dates. This followed a petition by the Obasifesin Help Foundation alleging that some assistant controllers and controllers were due for retirement but had blatantly refused to leave the service. A statement issued by the head of Media House Committee on Public Petitions, Chuks Oko, named the concerned officers as Imam, Omar and Egu, all assistant controllers, and Awe, Fatia and Faith controllers. Issuing the summons, the committee noted that the Comptroller General had a duty as a public officer to explain to Nigerians what the true position was. Meanwhile, the committee also threatened to order the arrest of the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Identity Management Commission, NIMC, Abishoye Kuka Odushote, if she fails to come in person to answer charges on refusal to pay for the state-of-the-art software development project installed and deployed to the Commission by a private firm, Treed Limited. Treed Limited, in a petition to the committee, alleged a breach of the license agreement by NIMC. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has warned candidates registering for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME, and Direct Entry, GE, to avoid unauthorized registration centers, cautioning that patronizing such centers could result in the invalidation of their registration. JAMB's Public Relations Officer in Jigawa State, Mukaram Adamu, issued the warning in a statement in Dutse, the state capital. According to the statement, 1,021 candidates have so far registered in Jigawa State for the 2025 UTME and DE, out of a total of 201,867 candidates registered nationwide. The JAMB spokesperson emphasized that the approved CBT centers were established to ensure a smooth, transparent, and hitch-free registration process, while also preventing cases of fraud and irregularities. Adamu warned that patronizing illegal operators could lead to disqualification. JAMB also called on candidates to be vigilant and report any malpractices on unauthorized centers to the appropriate authorities. To end the Sapiencia news at 1 p.m., a recap of the major headlines. The Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, has demanded an immediate reversal of the recent 50% tariff hike by telecommunication companies, warning of nationwide disruptions if their call is ignored. The Anambra State government has sealed a shrine at Okija, Ihiala local government area of the state, following multiple complaints from residents. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has uncovered and sealed a warehouse of 6 flats containing expired foreign drugs and supplements in the outskirts of Aba, the commercial hub of Abia State. And finally, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has warned candidates registering for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination and Direct Entry to avoid unauthorized registration centers, cautioning that patronizing such centers could result in the invalidation of their registration. That was the Sapiencia news at 1 p.m. On behalf of the editorial and technical crew, I am Joe Igbo. Good afternoon and thanks for choosing TV Sapiencia.